So hello and welcome to your class today. Now, today we're going to start looking at Unit 5B. It drives me mad. No, me vuelve loco, me vuelve loca. Let's go straight to exercise 1, shall we? It says wish plus would. Now, are you ready? Here we go. Now, we've got, look at a Twitter thread where people tweeted about things that annoy them. Tick the things that annoy you too. Now, let's talk first of all about some vocabulary. So a Twitter thread, really, thread means hilo. So yes, un hilo, the Twitter, literally, no? And we have the verb tweet. To tweet is to send a message via Twitter or to post a message on Twitter, no? And in fact, we can use the same word, a tweet, for the message itself, no? So you can send a tweet or you can tweet, no? So far so good. Now, let's have a look because I have already ticked the things that annoy me. Let's have a look. So, I wish they wouldn't. Tweets. Now, let's look at the first one. I wish people wouldn't start stupid rumors that aren't true. Now, I agree with this one because, it really annoys me when people start rumors for no reason. So I have to say I agree with this one. Now, what about the next one? I wish my boyfriend wouldn't fall asleep every time I want to talk to him. This one isn't so annoying for me. What about you? I wish my son wouldn't always leave the car with no petrol every time he borrows it. Well, I don't have this problem, so it's not annoying for me. What about the next one? I wish people would turn up when they say they're going to. Now, I have to say I agree with this one because I think it annoys me when a person perhaps doesn't turn up or turns up late, arrives late, and there isn't a legitimate or a good excuse, a good reason, So I think if there is a legitimate or a good reason, well then, it's not annoying. But I have to say, it annoys me, when the other person doesn't realize, that they have done something wrong, no? What about the next one? I wish people would stop using emoticons and smiley faces. They just annoy me. Now, I disagree with this one. I have to say, I love emoticons and smileys. Freedom of expression. If you want to use a smiley, you can use it. If you don't want to use a smiley, you don't have to. Now, what about the next one? I wish my family would put DVDs back in their cases. I hate finding empty cases when I'm looking for something to watch. Well, again, I don't have many DVDs, so this isn't annoying. Now, what about the next one? I wish my friends would put their phones away when we're having a meal. You shouldn't text at the dinner table. Well, I agree with this one because I think it's annoying when the other person is maybe just sending messages or checking emails or checking the internet. But, obviously, again, if it's an emergency or an important phone call or an important message, well, then it doesn't annoy me. What about the next one? I wish my children would take their tissues out of their pockets before they put their clothes in the washing machine. Now, again, this one isn't a problem for me, so it's not annoying. Now, what about the next one? I wish my boss wouldn't always arrange meetings during my lunch hour. Oh, this never happens to me. I'm very lucky. What about the next one? I wish people wouldn't ask me, what are you doing, when it's completely obvious what I'm doing. Well, maybe they're just trying to be polite, or maybe they're just trying to start a conversation. So I don't agree with that one. I wish advertising companies wouldn't use songs I really love to advertise something I hate. Well, I think I agree with this one, because sometimes, it's annoying when you're really enjoying the song, maybe you're singing along, and then suddenly the product appears and it's a product that you don't like. So I have to say, I find it annoying when this happens. What about the next one? I wish people wouldn't leave supermarket trolleys in the car park just because they can't be bothered to take them back. Well, okay, I think this problem happens less and less now, but when it does happen, I think it's annoying because I think it's just maybe laziness, no? So we have a very nice word there, when they can't be bothered, no? Cuando no se molestan, ni siquiera se hacen el esfuerzo de hacerlo, no? Porque no se molestan en hacerlo. Now, what about the next one? I wish shop assistants would serve me when I'm waiting instead of chatting with their friends. Now, again, I agree with this one because I think it's really annoying when this happens, because I think it's very unprofessional. Now, what about you? Do you agree? And I wish people would throw away pens when they don't work anymore. Again, I don't agree with this one. It doesn't annoy me at all. Now, what about exercise B? Can you see? Now, it says, Compare the things which you've ticked with a partner, which are your top 3 and why. Now, useful language, I agree with this one. It really annoys me when people shout on mobile phones. It's so annoying when people shout on mobile phones. It drives me mad when people shout on mobile phones. Now, I've used some of this vocabulary as I was reacting, so maybe you could send me a message with your top 3 and tell me a little bit why. Let's have a look in that case at exercise letter C. Can you see? Now it says, page 141, Grammar Bank 5B, learn more about wish plus would and practice it. Are you ready? Let's go to page 141, 5B, and the focus here is structures after wish. Now today we're going to look really at this section, okay? So shall we begin with the first one? Now, structures after wish. Now our focus at the moment is going to be wish plus would or wouldn't. Excuse me, it's going to be wish plus would or wouldn't. Now, here we go. Let's listen to the sentences, shall we?
3.15.
I wish cyclists wouldn't cycle on the pavement.
I wish you'd spend a bit more time with the children.
I wish the bus would come. I'm freezing.
I wish you wouldn't leave your shoes there. I almost fell over them.
Now, can you see each sentence? We have I wish followed by would. Can you see? I wish cyclists wouldn't cycle. No? I wish you would spend. I wish the bus would come. And I wish you wouldn't leave your shoes. No? So we have affirmative and negative examples. Now, let's have a look at how we use it. So we use wish plus a person or a thing plus would to talk about things we want to happen or stop happening because they annoy us. No? So we want that situation to change. No? So really, it's very important to realize here that we use wish with a person or a thing. No? It must be somebody else or something else. It cannot be you. No? So look, here it's explained. You can't use wish plus would for a wish about yourself. Now, for example, not I wish I would. No, I wish you would. I wish he would. I wish they wouldn't. I wish it wouldn't. So there must always be a change there from the I. No, so I wish it would stop raining. I wish he wouldn't complain so much. So the subject there must always change. I suppose because we don't really like to admit that we annoy ourselves. No, because remember, we use this especially now to talk about something that annoys us. Now, we don't like to admit that we can sometimes annoy ourselves. So the subject must always change. No, I wish you, I wish he, I wish they. No, followed by would or wouldn't. Now, let's have a look at exercise A, shall we? Now it says write sentences with I wish plus would or wouldn't. For example, it annoys me that you don't put away your clothes. No, so in that case, I wish you'd put away your clothes. Now pause the video now and complete the sentences. Okay? Now, welcome back. Are you ready to take a look at the sentences? Well, let's see. Number 1, shop assistants aren't more polite. Okay, let's see. I wish shop assistants would be, now it's a little bit small, but we can put it. I wish shop assistants would be more polite. Do you wish shop assistants would be more polite? Well, I wish shop assistants would be more polite. Now, what about number 2? Number 2, you turn the heating up all the time. No? Heating is la calefacción. Let's have a look at the sentence. I wish you wouldn't turn the heating up. I wish you wouldn't turn the heating up. No? What about number 3? My sister doesn't tidy our room. I wish my sister would tidy our room. No, ojalá, desearía que lo hiciese ella, ¿no? What about number 4? The neighbor's dog barks at night. I wish the neighbor's dog wouldn't bark. I wish the neighbor's dog wouldn't bark. What about number 5? It doesn't stop raining. Here we go. I wish it would stop raining. No, I wish it would stop raining. Number 6, Jane talks about her boyfriend so much. I wish Jane wouldn't talk about her boyfriend. Now again, boyfriend is missing. I wish Jane wouldn't talk about her boyfriend so much. Very nice. Now, what about number 7? Here we go. I wish my dad wouldn't sing in front of my friends. Shall we check? I wish my dad wouldn't sing in front of my friends. What about number 8? You drive so fast. I wish you wouldn't drive so fast. What about number 9? My husband doesn't do the washing up. I wish my husband would do the washing up. There it is. I wish my husband would do the washing up. And the last one, number 10. The bus doesn't come. I wish the bus would come. I wish the bus would come. So can you see all of these situations are things that annoy me, ¿no? Ojalá fuesen más educados, ¿no? Los dependientes, ¿no? Ojalá no incrementarías la calefacción, ¿no? Subir la calefacción, ¿no? I wish my sister, ¿no? Ojalá mi hermana limpiase o organizase nuestra habitación, ¿no? So all of these situations are things which annoy you. Now, let's go back to page 48, please. Page 48. And we just have one more exercise to take a look at. Letter D. Can you see? Write 3 more things that annoy you and that you would like people to change, to add to the Twitter thread. Begin. I wish would, or I wish wouldn't. Now here you can send me these things via WhatsApp. Be brave and send me a WhatsApp, no? With 3 more things that annoy you. Well, I'm going to give some examples. Well, I wish people wouldn't complain so much, no? I wish people would stay at home more these days, no? And I wish people wouldn't break the rules with our confinement. No? Now, of course, letter E, in pairs or small groups, compare your tweets. Well, we can compare them in our WhatsApp group. No? So that's our class for today. Thanks for listening.